First of all, thank you for the opportunity to be with you for the Holy Mass and to be able to interact together. Because as I came to understand that you are all here in what we call in Lebanon the pastoral of students, and we also have it in the Diocese of Beirut. And I think that most of you are here because you realize not just that you need friends, but you actually want to do something, and you feel that maybe you have a call to do something in the university, how to bring the values you have, or how to develop them, how to actually carry on a mission in the university. Because being a Christian is not just going to church on Sunday, but it's actually living, and your life now is about university. So it's kind of what we are doing as well in Lebanon and Syria. Well, when I met Shanak and Nacha in 2020, I had this perception that if I see an association or organization, I will just run away because I don't like them and I don't like the way they function in our country, where usually associations are working in politics, and they always have a political agenda. And we had the financial crisis, so the currency crash, the economy was failing, we had the pandemic, and then we had the explosion of the port of Beirut. So you can imagine all this coming together. And we met in the parish of St. Michael. They came to help few households for restorations, and I was there as well because the parish priest is a dear friend of mine, and he's the one who invited me to Neocatechumenal, and I'm very grateful for that. So I was there to help him, and they came also to help, and we met because he told me that they needed someone to translate while they are visiting houses. For me, as a lawyer with my own practice, we were on strike at that time, and I was like truly trying to do something, but without promoting anyone's agenda. And it was happening so naturally from that day. I don't think either of us had plans for later. But then the money, there was a very touching response from Wuj, with the campaign called Solidarity with Beirut. And I believe maybe your families were donating, your friends, your people you know, who donated to the accounts of Domus Orientalis or to Caritas, and the money started to flow. And we could see that we were filling a gap, a very important gap because we were the only ones who did not have conditions, like we were not getting funds from a certain institution or from the UN. So we had this freedom to offer the help, not according to certain strict and rigid conditions. And it helped us to evolve as much and to work around things, because needs were shifting week after week. People might have needed restoration of windows and doors, then they might have needed psychological assistance. Some needed furniture to be back home, some needed assistance in another form. And we always felt that we never had extra money, but we never were going short of money. Because the moment when the budget was nearly zero, something was happening. And the lists of people in need was filled with the names that who needed us. We were getting exactly the amount that would help us to assist them. And that was touching. So this is how we see our mission going on. And then later on, are my 10 minutes up? Okay. I'm trying to read your face, but it's not working. Okay. And later on, we in 2021, in April, we started this initiative, YBTE. It's a group of young people your age. Some of them now, few of them graduated from university, because we were aiming at the youth, and so they can maybe be role models in the society, and actually try to break the circle where even in the universities in Lebanon, all activities are politicized. So the sports club will belong to one political party, will be labeled under one political party. The music club will be labeled for another party. So the politics was causing, and is still causing, this huge division in the society, that instead of university life and unions of laborers or doctors or lawyers can make a difference in the political parties, what was happening was totally the opposite. Politics was like a disease spreading everywhere. And it was, you can see many young people labeling themselves and just falling into this despair, that saying that this is the situation and there's nothing that can be done. And we've been evolving with YBT, and I think we learned a lot from them as well during the past 3 years. And I'm looking forward to be back with them in Lebanon. The brave ones started sessions of emotional intelligence just the day I left. It was the first time they conduct with a psychologist these sessions. The second one will be this Friday when I'll be flying back to raise the awareness in the community about the importance of emotional intelligence and how to understand yourself, how to understand the situations. So we have different topics for 5 sessions, bi-weekly sessions. And yes, this is about Lebanon, about Syria. They were already there, one of the few who decided as Domus Orientalis to be in Syria from the side of the government, because everyone was trying to assist as NGOs from the side of Turkey. But the suffering is the same, and the victims are the same, and the people are the same, regardless their religion, regardless their location. Poverty, violence, lack of education, many problems. So they were present already in Syria from 2017 or earlier.
18.
Yes.
No, after war. Before war, we have for a while, but later 18, yeah.
And slowly I was starting to be involved. And my first visit to Syria was then to the Franciscan Latin parish in Aleppo. And it was the beginning of a wonderful journey with them, because we could see that the needs are the same, and we could bond this easily. And we had also solidarity with Aleppo campaign here after the earthquake. Of course, we in Beirut were affected by the earthquake. We felt it, like it was so strong for us, but the material damages were beyond description in Aleppo at the time. And so my story in Aleppo starts with the restoration after the earthquake, but the story of Domus starts with a program with Caritas called First Step to fund the education of the children over there, and then in Beirut. I can talk over and over again about our projects and about what we do, but all I can say is that life gets crazier by the day, but I wouldn't change a thing. Because this is, for me, I believe this is where I belong. And as much as the last war was difficult for us in Lebanon, I don't know if you heard about it, we had war with Israel for 2 months. I myself was displaced. I am still living in the apartment of Domus. I hope to return home when I'm back in Beirut, and with my family. And soon after the situation flipped in Syria, we hope for the best, but we had also a very tough time checking on the young men and women in the parish if they are safe or not. And I was sharing with Marci earlier that talking about Syria is harder for me than talking about Lebanon, because in Lebanon I was in the situation. So for me, I knew that my family is safe, but I can go check damages, or I can go check my area, my neighborhood. And it was easier for me than waiting for the news from Aleppo, from the young people there, just to see a message that yes, we are safe. Because it was very hard hanging on the phone and waiting for news about their safety. So yes, I'm pretty sure this is it.